Post-game presser.
How'd you feel?
I felt good. Some good nerves going into it, and obviously coming off the bench, you're trying to pace yourself physically, mentally to get ready for your runs. And first run was tough. Second run was great. Second quarter, once I got my feet underneath me, and obviously the momentum carried all the work you put in rehab to get through even 26 minutes at that level. I was very grateful for sure.
I was going to say, it felt like the rust definitely shook off as the game went on. How much rust do you feel like is still there right now?
It's not as much rust as it's the endurance. Honestly, you're kind of picking and choosing a little bit of your spots to maintain. It's not like you're going 100 miles an hour the whole time and just feeling it out. But, after I traveled and got my shot blocked the first two possessions, I kind of settled in nice. You do all the training and scrimmages and all that type of stuff. It's more just getting back familiar with the speed of the game, the physicality, and just embracing it. And that's how the game kind of unfolded for me.
Steph, how did you feel you and Kristaps fit together in your time on the court?
I thought we have a lot more to prove out there. I know he was in foul trouble all night, but there were a couple of possessions. They tried to blitz me, get somebody in the pocket. KP's space on the floor. Defense has to make a decision. So more of those reps will be great for not just me and him, but for all of us to continue to build chemistry. Like I said, he had foul trouble, so there wasn't much of a rhythm for him tonight. But that group that we had down the stretch, it felt like old times, just, reading the defense. They react to me on the perimeter. GP's going to the bucket. Draymond's finding guys, getting guys in the pocket. It was awesome. Tough finish, obviously, but I like the way that we finished the game.
Took 20 shots in 26 minutes. I mean, did you come in wanting to, try to shoot yourself into a rhythm?
I actually had no expectations. Other than knowing Houston and their style of play and style of defense and knowing kind of where I'd be able to find some good looks. The first quarter was
off that 51.
Really just, if I saw any daylight, just shoot it and see what happens. And then you kind of started to get a little bit more
on the flip side of that, you have a 19-year-old and then a 41-year-old, and the 41-year-old was tasked with having to be
when you have fresh
the number
legs,
one
it's kind
option,
of easy to get
not just
going.
in scoring, but
knowing that you only have 6-minute stretch, you can kind of take full advantage of those minutes, shots included.
You have, you know what type of condensed week you have before the play-in. What do you want to accomplish over the next 3 games maybe you'll play? And how quickly are you trying to get your minutes back to, play-in level, whatever you'll be in the play-in?
I think I'd say you've got to be smart and do the right things for the right reasons. And I'm sure the next game will look very similar to this one. And then you kind of continue to assess how you feel moving forward and make, again, the right decision. So all I'm looking forward to is Tuesday. Probably be the same kind of flow and rhythm. Hopefully it's more of the same, and then we kind of take it from there.
Steph, what was it like being able to play with Seth tonight out there?
Oh, man. That was special. And we've both had a very difficult year. Honestly, him more than me with injuries, and I was joking calling us the rehab brothers because it's been like that all year. But to have that moment coming out of a timeout and talking about our matchups, and I was having flashbacks to Charlotte Christian high school, my senior year, his sophomore year was the last time in an actual game. I know he was on our training camp roster in 2013, but last time we actually played a game together. My mom was in the stands. She probably didn't have any more memory in her phone from taking all the pictures and videos. So it was that was a dream come true, to be honest. It hadn't really sunk in yet, except when I came out the locker room just now. Seth is very serious about taking this jersey I have on me. So I knew he'll take good care of it for sure.
Did it bring you back even further than high school, bring you back to the backyard? And just when do you think that it will sink in when you guys can bring back the memories years from now?
All of our basketball journey from growing up watching my pops play, and I think there's this video of us in Toronto when we were up there shooting around on the court as kids. Like, basketball's been a part of our whole lives, and it's what we love to do. And the fact that, at this stage of both of our careers that we've had this opportunity, even though this is game 77 and it's the first time actually playing together, you definitely take a moment to reflect for sure. When it is all said and done down the road, I'm sure we'll put the pictures up from the night and talk about it.
Steph, did you figure there would be no time out there after their main basket and just go?
Yeah, we didn't have a play call because we thought we were going to get a stop, but the usual kind of reaction there is to try to get.
They don't want Steph to come away.
They had Sengun out there to try to get him in a pick and roll and see what they were going to do, but everything kind of got a little stagnant at the top of the key. I haven't watched the possession to see where there might have been a better option, but it seemed like there was a wall at the three-point line, and I couldn't figure out exactly where to go. But there's no regrets. There's, you like the matchup with, their lineup out there, thinking that you can get a good shot with whatever it was, 11, 12 seconds left. So, tough finish for sure. But proud of the way we fought down the stretch.
And would you consider this meaningful?
Steph Curry following the Warriors' 1-point loss to the Rockets. And what would be a dream come true for a player in the NBA who's done it all? Playing with your brother. Oh. That's the dream come true, as Steph just said. Getting to play with Seth Curry tonight, saying it was a dream come true, that he was having flashbacks to their high school days. You have to imagine that all runs through your head the second you guys step on the court together.
Yeah, this is beyond a dream come true, LB. You have matchups with your brother in the driveway, at home. You playing AAU together, but you never dream that you could both be on the same team together, especially at this point in their career where they're just enjoying. This is the back half of your career, too. So you're both enjoying every single second, and the fact that you get to do it together. One thing I've seen over the history, even playing with Steph, is in those games where we play against Seth, you see the parents at the game. Either one parent wears one jersey and the other one wears the other, or they wear a split jersey. Now you have both parents being able to come here, all the family being able to come here to support both their brothers. This is a special thing that this is something you can't dream of.
I'm the oldest of the three. I have two boys who are close in age, about 2.5 years apart. And I can promise you this, as special as it is, Steph is going to let Seth know, hey, man, I tried to pass you the ball and you fumbled it out. What's up with that? Because that's how brothers get down. But that's obviously I'm just goofing around, maybe just a little bit. But, yeah, you could tell that Steph, once he was asked the question, it hit him like, oh, I really was on the court with my brother. And we are a basketball family. We are basketball brothers. And you could see it hit him. And, of course, Seth would want that jersey. And, of course, Steph is going to give it to him. This is a big night in the Curry household, a big night in the Curry family, because it's been all about basketball since day one. And to have just being a dad, I couldn't even imagine my two kids playing on the same NBA team at the exact same time. That's wild.
Can you imagine playing with your son? I feel like
that's crazy.
I'm saying we're watching.
You're very
for the fans who are watching basketball right now. Yeah. You're watching and seeing things that are so rare. So I hope that you're appreciating these moments, because it's a really special moment to be able to play with your brother, and you are in a chance to go to the playoffs and go make a run together. They've gone through a long year, both rehabbing all year long, going through a tough time. This is not how you expect your season to go. Yeah. But the fact that the Warriors are still in this fight, man, it says a lot about the heart of this team. It says a lot about the coaching, the structure of the organization. And this is a really special night on a lot of fronts. It's good that Steph is healthy, but it's also good that Seth is healthy as well.
Yeah, sure. Steph calling them the Rehab Brothers. That's what he said that they're going to be known as. I don't think that name's going to stick.